created career, but you know one thing I'm seeing that Pier has that Blaze doesn't? A silver.
Silver medal, and yeah, for sure. We're going to see the Lin Fei now, actually. So, I mean, I did mention it last game. We saw Nyx last game, so that's already a pick that, you know, a lot of people are going to be excited about because it's not a lot of people are playing Blasters. We're getting a Lin Fei on the screen too.
Now, I believe he's been playing Lin Fei quite a few times because I believe the last time I cast him at one of the trials, he was playing Lin Fei as well. So definitely, I'm not super surprised here, but I mean, I'm just excited to see more candles.
Yeah, I'm also very excited. This is it. We have a mainstream caliber set here on the side stream. Blaze and Pier, PR10 to PR15. So far, it's even as we've been taking some even trades. Both of the players trying to stay quite careful here. Don't want to go for any massive commitments here. I'm seeing some Qatars on the screen though, and that can really change that entire story.
Yeah, and see, part of it too is like it's almost a bit of a statement game for like your respective regions. Like, oh,
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous. I'm PR15, but if I beat your PR10, how strong is your PR10? You know, like I will be that much better in your region than I am in mine. But as we can see right here, Pier going to be able to take that first stock too. So already off to a bit of a tough start there for EU, huh?
Okay, no, it's the first stock, dude. It's a best out of 5. Calm down, okay? Calm down, all right? There's still many chances to be had. The D6 gets fully charged up. Pier is able to pick up a dodge, though, make that a read as well. Wakes up with the Nair. There's so much damage. Gets that knockout, but there's a lot of damage. Down into orange now from that.
Yeah, definitely still quite a bit of a lead here for Pier. Now got that cannon in hand. We're going to see if they can find a way to try to close this one out. But Blaze definitely going to be battling back here. That was very quick. That was very fast.
Pier sticking to the Qatars right now. The Qatars have been working out very well for them. For GC sideline up there into Dare. I don't know if I'm just an absolute casual amateur when it comes to Qatars, but that option looked fancy.
Yeah, it was definitely maybe a bit of one of those situations where you're just kind of like, I'm in the flow state. I know what I'm feeling right now.
Let me just press a button, see if it works, and then, you know, yeah, you're in that flow state. It just
and that's probably why you missed the next attack, because he's like, whoa, that worked.
Blaze able to pick up that Sair, though, into the true combo, pushing Pier off stage. But Blaze got just a little bit too close. He's going to have that Nair. Pier's going to have that Nair to, whenever they're stacked up, to just change the spots there. Blaze has the stage advantage, though. Commits just a little bit too hard with a Sair that won't connect, and that's going to be the roles reversed.
Oh, okay. There we go, lands astray. Okay, now there's a lot of like single hits here, nothing too crazy. But here, yeah, gonna find that opening. A strong 2-stock for NA. You know?
A strong, not that strong. Okay,
that was pretty strong.
It was a 2-stock.
That's Blaze.
He was red.
Blaze he's not a slouch, you know.
I mean, okay, yeah. Listen, right. There's one thing in that sentence you just said. It's Blaze, okay? There's adaptations that can be made.
Listen, game recognizes game. I'm not cutting Blaze out at all. Okay?
It is not over until it's over. We're going back to the same map. We're seeing the same legend picks coming out here, and I might be getting a little nervous. I'm not nervous.
Why would you be nervous?
Did you hear something?
No, we'll definitely see. Right now, Blaze definitely has a good, strong opening here. Hasn't maybe taken like a hit or two. I'm not entirely sure. That's not like a pure white, but it's definitely got a strong presence on the stage right now.
Wow, playing very, very well right now. But Pier, I mean, we saw it in the previous game. Pier has done an amazing job really extending his advantage whenever he gets a hit. We saw the GC sideline there as well that I mentioned previously. So GC sideline seems to be an option that Pier really likes.
Okay, goes for the weapon toss. I can be able to find him, but does get the ground pound here. Off to a much better start in this game too. And this is why I said I don't count Blaze out, man. I'm definitely going to take my shots where I can, but it is so Blaze at the end of the day.
All right. Sidelight comes out. Sair now. Blaze doing a good job at getting some damage here in the neutral. D-Light recovery comes out, and Pier, this is turning into a full stock lead for Blaze. He needs to get this knockout. No options. That was super clean from Pier.
Yeah, very well done. As we continue to move forward here, though, definitely kind of making things a little bit closer here. And okay, definitely got started with a combo and get a couple onesies-twosies, but Blaze definitely, you know, finding his footing here, not allowing things to get too out of control.
All right. We got some intense footsies right now. Both of the players don't want to take any large risks here. Pier is able to take stage back. He gets that Seer, but he makes a very large commitment. Blaze is able to punish it, and that is going to be the stock. He keeps this lead against Pier.
The pressure he's putting off stage here, forcing Pier to kind of have to make some hasty decisions. And twice now has gotten the ground pound to close out the stock. One on the left side, one on the right side. So, I mean, Blaze is definitely doing a very good job of just, again, utilizing so much pressure on Pier, really forcing him to make some really risky decisions.
Very nice read coming out from Pier. This is such a meta game too, right? Both of them are trying to predict each other so much, and it is really fun to see. Ground pound is going to pick up that stock, sticking to the Qatars. Now, these Qatars have worked out super well. Pier, I've seen you take Blaze from white to orange before. Let's see if you can do it again.
That was actually nutty too. Blaze just kind of like recognizing, hey, you know, there's probably going to be a weapon spawn right here. Reacts to it immediately, picks it up, gets the spear in hand.
Side signature would have been massive, but Pier going to be landing in a good range to not get hit by that.
Okay, there we go. Doing a good job. Again, some stray hits here, nothing super crazy, but Blaze able to clean that up. Really well played, forcing a game 3. Well, I mean, not forcing, we're gonna get a game 3 anyway.
Yeah.
But forcing it into a 1-1 scenario.
Yeah. Forcing a game 4.
Yes, actually. Yeah.
1-1 on the board. Blaze was able to retaliate. I mean, we mentioned earlier that Pier will have the ability to go for a lot of different legend picks if he so chooses. I am spying over to the laptops, as you can see, and I'm seeing that we're seeing the same legend picks as last time around. We're going to small Fortress of Lions as well. These guys, they want to keep it simple. And I mean, if you look at the way they're playing, I mentioned earlier that they're trying to predict each other a lot. It's a very meta game. There's reads upon counter-reading your counter-read, so do you really want to change legend at that point? You're going to overcomplicate it even more.
I don't think anybody needs to change the legend at this point.
Yeah,
I think they both
solid.
have, they're both very solid, strong gameplays. They're both able to beat each other here. It just kind of comes down to a couple like key scenarios of like, am I able to get my opening here? Am I able to force you into this spot so I can take advantage of it? So it's really just kind of like a little bit up in the air, but like I don't think anybody needs to change their game plan for the most part outside of like small adaptations.
Like, look at that we got just a moment ago. Blaze going for a side light, go back, dash, side light, and then an N-sig to try and catch the jump. So you're trying to read two different things. None of them connected because Pier also knows what reads Blaze are going to trying to go for. But both of them are trying to think so many steps ahead right now. It is difficult to keep up. All that I can tell you right now is that Blaze is in the lead.
Yeah, I appreciate the attempt there from Pier to try and get like an early stock, but unfortunately you did not find your hit, and Blaze got the punish there to be able to take the lead for himself. And now look at this, you are unarmed, you're off stage, and this is where Blaze has actually been making a lot of money here too, is putting Pier in this tough disadvantaged spot where he has to like really manage his resources carefully, because that could be another stock right here. Oh, okay, never mind, let's him back on stage.
This is still almost one of the largest leads that we have seen. Blaze has had another full stock lead previously, I believe. So if he extends this any further, it would be. We're seeing a lot of grounded sword gameplay from Blaze that is working out very well.
Okay.
We got a little bit of an emote in the game there as well.
All right, maybe just you know, I've seen people, they'll throw out those emotes just to kind of pump themselves up. Now some people see that, hey, you're taunting, you're trying to get into my head. I've seen people do it because like they're trying to put themselves into a mindset. So we'll see if that works out. But right now, it does not seem to be working for him. As Blaze, wait,
that's massive.
That's huge.
Oh no, that's going to be the stock. No, he talks, but he gets another string. Blaze gets back up though. Wow, he's able to come back from that.
Listen, if I was Pier at that moment, I would have been like, no, I'm full sending it. I'm going to lose the stock, but you're coming with me, right?
Yeah.
I'm already at such a deficit here. I'll take the trade because that's so much in my favor.
Yeah, Blaze still able to get back up from that, and we are back to potentially more the grounded sword gameplay, as we were mentioning before, waiting for these sidelights. Blaze has been using so many sidelights.
He's getting so aggressive here, man. And you know what? Sometimes this is what you need. Like you're losing here, right? And you didn't lose a stock, but you got a huge play, man, and you didn't get a stock out of it. But sometimes that's enough to really wake you up.
for sure. I'm not entirely sure. Time will tell. But if you're losing, I'm not sure if Blaze is the guy to go aggro into. If you're doing that, you better be a god of advantage state. Blaze is so good at parrying out. We will see if that will work out. There's still another game. There's still 3 stocks remaining on the screen here. Recovery comes out from Blaze. The second one won't connect. Pier's going to be able to retaliate and get a punish there.
Okay, but this is still Qatar's though. We know what Qatar's is capable of.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely see. All right, I was trying to build something up here, but Blaze had to ruin that for me.
Yeah, but I think what you mentioned is very interesting. If Pier decides to go more aggro, I want to see if that will work. I think, as I mentioned, Blaze is going to be a very difficult opponent to go aggro into, but it could definitely be a strategy for Pier. I'm looking over at the screen. We're seeing a legend swap. We're seeing the Lucian on the screen.
So this is something that, looking at the player cams here, it definitely seems like Pier might be a little more shaky. It looks like there's some nerves there. I don't know if that's just him. This is how he looks normally. I mean, but you look at Blaze, and Blaze just looks stone cold.
Yeah,
right?
no, his mind is on Miami Dome right now. He's not on main stage. He's not on side stream. His mind is in Miami Dome. And as we mentioned, we are seeing that Pelagonite coming out here from Pier now. Let's see if that will be able to make more of a difference. We're seeing gauntlets coming out from Pier. I'm very excited about that.
Now, yeah, and I'm still like, okay, so like, this is a situation where I'm more expecting a character change because you're down 2-1, right? So this is the moment where you're trying to shake things up, but you still keep it somewhat familiar with the fact that you have the Qatars here.
It took 26 seconds for Blaze to get hit. The graph at the end of this is going to look quite wonky now. As Pier got that first hit, he's been able to pick up quite a bit of damage now onto Blaze, taking him down into orange, but Blaze is already close to getting a knockout. The end light will disarm him. Now looking to edge guard, and I do actually believe Pier should have been the one to pick a map out of the 3, right? Considering the player who lost last game goes and strikes first. Actually, no, it might have been. Either way, right?
He missed! That's huge!
Oh?
Okay. All right, so it gets right back to the stage. All right, so there's definitely been a few scenarios. Pier's movement is actually really crisp earlier.
Yeah.
Now, I know he lost the stock here, but earlier he was on the left side of the stage, and as he was trying to find a way to navigate around Blaze, he got the smallest touch on the platform on the left side and was like immediately just drifted off to kind of reset his resources and find a very strong way. Because otherwise, if you keep drifting to the right, Blaze is going to be able to read that, get a huge punish out of that. But Pier's definitely taking his time, not forcing anything too hard here.
So, back when I was yapping, I was actually trying to say one thing instead of only jab, which is that with having Miami Dome, you have kind of 2 stages you can recover back to. We mentioned Blaze edge guarding has been crazy. I think this is going to benefit Pier.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how it works out right now. But Pier's definitely playing pretty good despite the fact that he's behind. Blaze is definitely being very consistent though. And you know what? This is the thing, right? Where I mentioned about character swaps every once in a while. Doing it in a scenario where your back's against the wall can be very, very tough, right? Because that's some adaptations you need to make very quickly. But sometimes it's just what you need. And it looks like it's working out for Pier. It looks like he's got his warm-up time out of the way, and now he's just ready to game.
I mean, you said in the last game, maybe going aggro can be a game plan that can work, and Pier's aggro gameplay is shaking Blaze right now. It is working, let me tell you. Yeah,
this Caspian switch was really on point here. We're going to see if it continues to work out, but right now Blaze still has a lot of life left in him. That's a very fresh stock, but Pier looking for a way on the stage. This is where Blaze, again, makes his money here, puts so much pressure on the Pier.
And no, it's not.
He got a wall touch. I think that is going to be in there now. Oh my God, that was really terrifying.
I thought it was a second touch. I really thought he got a second touch there, but Pier, having no options, going to slip it down into the knockout range. Blaze gets a D-Light recovery really far up. That could have been dangerous.
Okay, right there. Okay, Pier, gonna take a hit. It's definitely working. No, what are you doing? You gotta be very careful. Please be careful. But Blaze, again, he will take that. He will run with it. He's gonna get you some a couple additional hits here just to really make you feel the punish.
That could have been dangerous. Able to get back up with a Sair. Make that another one. Blaze looking for the edge guard now. Pier, we talked about it before. You have 2 platforms now they can recover back to. Goes for the main stage. He will be able to get back up successfully, but Blaze goes for a nair into GC and GC D-Light. Pier has barely any space to move around with. They are all over the screen right now.
Okay. All right. This is getting so tense here, man. Pier has been working hard, but Blaze, you know, again, found the counter adaptation after about a stock or two in, and it's honestly just been playing really, really strong here. That sword has been so crucial for him. That's huge. He falls out again.
He won't get the combo. The service is to Pier with an amazing spot, and the recovery drops. Pier, you've been giving so many extra chances right now. Make them count. The D-Light Seer comes out, and Blaze still takes the game.
Oh, what a beautiful game there, too. Yeah, Blaze is definitely going to take that W, but man, that was a very fun set. There's a couple times here in particular where Blaze actually dropped a stock-taking combo, which gave Pier those second chances.
Yeah.
He just was not able to capitalize on it.
Multiple times. I mean, that ending was a nail-biter for